Where in the heck is Hanksville? Well, tonight we're going to tell you. Yeah, you hear that a lot from people, even from Utah. Most people know Hanksville is the place where they come on their way to Bullfrog and maybe make a stop, grab a burger or some gas. But really, there is so much to do right here just out of Hanksville. From Slick Rock Country to, well, the Henry Mountains here behind us. We're going to head out with Hanksville Tours and go show you some of the sights.
Everybody strapped in? Ready?
Today we're going to be going out to a place we call the Amazing Place, around to the old ghost town of Giles, back up towards the mountain, the Henrys, and to the rock corral. And we're just going to see some rock art and some stuff along the way and some really beautiful views up here.
Living fancy in this thing.
We're headed out with the Reynolds family. Riley and Drake are both with Stedman's Recreation. And they brought their 20-month-old Stevie along for the adventure.
Hold on.
We grew up here. We horn hunted here. We've hunted deer. We've been on almost every part of the mountain.
If someone's going to come out here, they really should come talk to you guys and do a couple days.
Yeah, or at least come in and we can show you on a map kind of some areas that you might want to go see, depending on if you want sand, desert, or if you want the Bentonite Hills, or just kind of what you're interested in. There's a lot of little nooks and crannies like this that people normally wouldn't see unless we brought them to it, you know.
This is all the Morrison Formation. This is the brushy basin of the Morrison Formation from the Jurassic period. So it's like where the dinosaurs were.
These rock formations are relics of the rivers and floodplains of the Jurassic period. The Morrison Formation is also a major source of uranium ore.
We call it Martian's Landing. It's actually the South Pinot Hills. And Mars is the North Pinot Hills.
There is so much writing and history to be found in the area, and Chris and Catherine can lead you to it all.
I mean, we go down into Poison Springs. It's beautiful in there. You got the Burr Desert, the Robbers Roost area on the other side of the river. You got the San Rafael Swell just to the north of us. Lake Powell to the south. You know what I mean? There's just whatever you want to do, it's here.
Poison Springs Canyon is one of my favorite rides in all of Utah. Hanksville Tours can show you a Kokopelli petroglyph, the fertility deity who is revered by many Native American cultures. There's even an inscription etched into a rock that is said to be from Butch Cassidy himself. And as we found out today, rock art is everywhere. You just need to know where to look.
Must have been a lot of sheep back in the day, huh? A lot of these petroglyphs are, up to interpretation. This one looks pretty cool. Almost looks like a sheep, female sheep. And if you look inside her body, there's teeny little sheep inside that they've inscribed inside. Got bear print, I would guess. Maybe a snake or a river. Again, it's all up into interpretation. It's kind of fun to let your mind wander and makes you wonder what they were thinking or doing, or what this meant to them.
You have Factory Butte, Swing Arm City. Out here you have the Burr Desert, which has got Angel Point and Burr Point, Sam's Mesa. Just any direction you want to go from here, you can go. So, a lot of good riding.
We even took a ride to an old ghost town.
This was called Giles. This is the old cemetery. The town and stuff was actually over in there. They was sent here by Brigham Young, and they settled here, but they kept getting flooded out.
Oh, I imagine.
So they finally moved out of here.
The Henry Mountains were occupied by Native Americans for thousands of years before the arrival of the first white settlers. Mount Ellen was named by Almon Thompson, who was the first to explore the Henrys in 1872. Mount Ellen was named after Almon's wife, and the base of Mount Ellen is our next stop.
It's called the Rock Corral. on the Henrys. It's below Table Mountains, so there's a lot of Indian stuff in here. Some really cool petroglyphs and stuff right here. We'll go over and take a look at them.
In the 1900s, ranchers grazed their sheep and cattle on the Henrys, and this rock corral was a great natural enclosure for their livestock. But the cowboys were not the first to use this canyon. Native Americans also used the area. This sandstone overhang is littered with pictographs and matatis.
There was Fremont Indians up in here. This is a mono. It's a grinding stone used in here. You've got all of these different matatis built into this.
And what they use it for?
To grind their corn here, it would have been a lot of the cedar berries, I believe, or just grind whatever they had to grind, their food. I don't know that they grew corn here, but they used all of the sage and
Any seed they could find.
any seed they could find, yes.
I've never seen this many grinding stones in one place.
Yeah, it's awesome. I've never either. Mostly probably because you can't move them.
Yeah.
Which is good. Lots of old cowboy inscriptions in here. This one is Enoch Holt, 1913. So they use this corral for sheep after that, and cattle.
Chris and Catherine's families have been a part of the Hanksville area for over 100 years. Chris's great-grandma Edna Ecker was a gold miner in the late 1800s. And this wooden dam that we rappelled down last year was actually built by Edna Ecker.
Yeah, the wooden dam, they built that in probably the late 1800s. You had a hydro unit in $1 Million Gulch. They would pump water from the top of it up to the top of $1 Million Gulch, put it in ponds, and they would take it out of the ponds to their hydro unit and wash everything back down below the dam. She claimed uranium mines, coal mines, gold mines, just anything she could get her hands on.
Edna was quite the character. In fact, she was the inspiration for Lucy in Zane Grey's Wildfire.
The Wildfire book, that's actually my grandma Edna that caught that one.
Dave and Judy came to Utah to explore our national parks, but soon found out some of the best places in Utah are found outside of the Mighty Five, and Hanksville Tours was the perfect option to explore the area.
Had you ever heard of Hanksville?
Never.
You're just looking for somewhere to stay for the night or two or three, and
Yeah.
Yeah, we ended up
stumbled-
staying in a week now. The nature, God's got some beautiful creation out here. It's that simple, just gorgeous. You know, people are super nice, super friendly. We've had a great time.
The old saying, you've seen it on the t-shirts, where in the heck is Hanksville? Is that a good thing or a bad?
Well, it used to be a good thing. Now everybody's found it. Like, they all know where it's at now. They're finding us.
Yeah, is that good or bad though?
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, we love it.
There's some cities and towns in Utah that are pushing OHV people away now.
Right.
But you guys aren't.
We're not. I mean, even as a city, we're like trying to get it so they can just ride down the roads. We're just trying to make it easy for them to camp, and yeah.
Helps the local economy.
Yeah, and that's what we need. Keep us going.
Well, hey, these Kawasaki's did okay. They actually made it up here. Need to get them a Honda, don't we? Yeah. Polaris, Yamaha.
We know where we can get you one.
Okay, good.
Hey, Chris and Catherine, if people want to come experience this with you guys, how do they get a hold of you?
Hanksvilletours.com is our website. You can email us at info@hanksvilletours.com.
Yeah.
Or just give us a call.
Well, you brought us up here into this higher country. Now, Drake and I want to go shed hunt.
That's right. Well, you can head right down through there. We'll pick you up on the road.
Baby's asleep. We're going to leave her with you. Hey, get down here and experience Hanksville. There is a lot to see, a lot to do, and it's like everybody's been saying, a quaint little town with some nice people. Come visit our friends over at Hanksville Tours. I'm Adam Eagle, KSL Outdoors. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.